than if somebody's set for racism. That shit's not good. The most horriblest thing that could ever happen is if somebody was set for the racism, for horrible, have not be no skin color, probably not even have no skin, and probably not even be a skin color, no matter what, whatever the fuck, wouldn't even be a color. Then have reactions from people that's living with skin color, have horrible ass reactions, and then have go insane horrible, they have marijuana. Then the most horriblest thing is if somebody couldn't eat none of the food. One of also the most horriblest things is if somebody couldn't drink no water. Then also one of the most horriblest things is if it was racism or whatever, then somebody get chopped up and packaged up at the thrifty or whatever. Then also one of the most horriblest things is somebody were had to exist out and they didn't have no fucking private parts or whatever. And then they see their whole race group stuff get done up and people living with skin color say horrible ass stuff, but they don't even know what they saying because the stuff will be different language. What the hell? But one of the most horrorest things that will ever go on, even if anything else ever happen, even the horrible ass Indian stuff, and that shit is just not fucking good or whatever. All them people from out the Mumbai, how they look and stuff. That shit is horrible. If something were to happen with that junk, that's just not even funny. And the shit is actually horrible. Don't nobody know if the shit is horrible or not because the shit is so horrible. Then somebody don't know if the shit is that even horrible. But then somebody would feel that the shit is not good or whatever, but the shit is so horrible, it's just not even funny or whatever. And that shit is actually not fake. That shit is just not even fake. That's why the Indian shit, I don't even know if they would be the racism, if they stuff would even be for racism, for how they look or whatever. All them people, how they make like come from out that New Delhi. All somebody gotta look up on YouTube, look up biryani and mutton and stuff or whatever the fuck, and then all them videos is awful, but they shocking. Somebody might not get angry or whatever, somebody might not start cussing, but some is just maybe not supposed to be or whatever. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Then one of the it's just horrible, they stuff. One of the most horrible things is if somebody was, their life was in horror about the people things for how they look. If somebody look up that biryani mutton recipe stuff on the YouTube and see all them Indian people, how they look from out that Nubai and the Kankapar and the wherever else. That shit is just not funny. I can't try to explain the stuff because it's not even funny or whatever. Somebody just keep watching all the videos. It is just not funny or whatever. But also one of the most horriblest things that will ever happen is with the Drought Harvey thing and the Bow Guy Harvey. So, but they make like they's not in their house thingies, but they stuff would be also for one of the most horriblest stuff. So now it's raining out, starting to sprinkle a little. I don't know if somebody could see. It's just a little sprinkling, it is. It's starting to rain a little, just a little. But that's about as much as I gotta say and stuff. Look at that love bug. There was a love bug. Well, subscribers, is there anything else I could guess to think that would happen? You think it's for me to still keep thinking, to guess? Then even if I could think, should I feel a certain way or not? Then even if I ever felt a way, I could ever think to start guessing. But the stuff is not good. One of the most for horrorest things ever is gonna be with them things or whatever over there also. That shit is just not fake. But I said that and stuff, and that's not fake. That's why the things is gone. Now, if somebody look at that Indian stuff, and if anybody ever already seen about the Indians, somebody see how that stuff is or whatever, and that's not good or whatever. And it's just not. At all. It's horror. What the hell? Somebody look up all that stuff or whatever. Somebody might not get angry or whatever. Somebody could or not. Either way, no matter what, it's horrible. And it's still horrible. It's horrible. That shit is just not good or whatever. That's one of the most horrorous things or whatever. All them people things, how they look from out of there. That is not fake. And how they stuff seem like it's going or whatever. Or how they make like they do or whatever. Or how the stuff is or whatever for them things or whatever. That shit is just not fucking fake or whatever. That's why the shit is just not funny or whatever. I don't fucking know or whatever. I don't think the shit is funny. The shit is more so horrible. But even if it was ever any happenings with that, it'd be one of the most horriblest things ever. Even ever. No matter what anything might could ever go on ever. Even if anything ever happened. But then somebody don't know, maybe the shit wouldn't be that horrible. But that shit is more so horrible. If stuff were happening up with them things, that shit is not fake. That shit is not good. But then they stuff over, or whatever, them things over there, is for horrible. I don't even know what they even think they guess up or whatever. But they stuff will be horrible. But you see now the things make like they's not even there or whatever. But either way, I still think the stuff will be horrible for them. But it just will go on. I don't know. So that's all I have to say. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna put this video on YouTube or not. It's too shocking. I like the YouTube videos I have. It makes me feel good to put the YouTube videos out. But I'm probably gonna put this on YouTube and stuff. I probably will. I don't feel upset talking. I don't feel angry. But what it is now, like my energy is like I'm talking up and stuff and everything maybe, but it's like what's going on out. If somebody was out here, somebody would probably say the same thing. Somebody say, oh yeah, what's going on? Is it anything going on? Even to think or whatever. So then if I'm talking, it can seem like I'm going insane and stuff. When I made that video, the very first video I made, when I was talking, I felt like my energy was going insane. Like, what am I saying? But I knew what I was saying. But I was thinking if anybody were to hear me, would they know what I'm saying? But then even still, I felt insane like energy and stuff. That's not fake and stuff. That's really why I think I put the video on YouTube. But it's not to think that I didn't think I didn't understand what I'm saying. I know what I said and stuff in that video. But for how I was feeling, that's why I made a video. I've been said all that stuff, or was talking and thinking saying a lot. So that's why I started making the videos, just for me to look at myself and stuff, to see like, because things have just been shocking and stuff. So I just wanted to look back at myself talking and just seeing stuff. And like that Vital Life video, I don't know if anybody's seen that, but it's not funny and stuff. Now I don't have time to act or whatever, somebody about to guess up anybody's thinking stuff anymore. Then the video game stuff, they got the stuff set a certain way, but somebody don't have to think about whoever or whatever. If that is the case or not, I don't know. The most horrible thing is the racism. That's the most horriblest. But they don't have whatever guy things out so much or whatever. But look, there's the one horrible ass guy thing. I'm gonna show the thing. Did somebody see the thingy? Way over there. The thing ain't normal. That's the one thing that live in the house thingy. They's not regular. But they supposed to be like, they's threatening, I think. But they's the ADHD thing. They's not good. If they got a phone, they gonna grab it. They's not regular. Where's the dude thing at? That guy dude. They's not normal. But they would be excited. but they's not regular. Look at the thing. They said tough or whatever. Where's the thing? There they go. They's not regular. But they said they's wearing all black or whatever. But they's the ADHD thing. They's a racism Israelite. They set for the racism. I don't give a fuck or whatever. They's not regular. They set with them the drought thing. But I don't know that name thing. But they's not regular. But they said like they's tough or whatever. But they's not normal. No, the guy's a thingy. They probably don't have private parts. That shit's probably not fake. Now, if anybody ever said that, somebody would think they's going insane or whatever, regardless. Because that something like that would not be good. What the hell? But the dude thing is not regular. They's not normal. So somebody could think to look at the guy, maybe how they looked or whatever, but they's not regular. They's not regular. So something is not even regular. So even if somebody said, oh, the things don't have no private parts, that would be horrible, or that's not regular. Well, then even if that was not even regular, even if that was horrible, even if that's true, that's horrible or whatever, something is still horrible about the things. That's why I say I don't know or whatever, but even still or whatever, something is horrible. So the energy stuff is not the thing. To cuss or yell at the things, and even if I did, the things is not regular. Because even all last year, when I was having the marijuana, one time I had the marijuana. I think I had some gummies and stuff. But I was having them up. When I was first having them, more so like the High Life gummies. This was probably whenever this was and stuff. I said, ain't no way any of them people things finna be living. But I said that to myself. I said, ain't no way any of them things living. But they's not even set regular. But they set like they's able to like act off of people's out or whatever. So somehow it might seem like they's regular, but they's not. They set on whatever. Work smarter, not harder. Think smarter, not harder. Fuck shit. Talk smarter, not harder. Talk harder, not smarter. So even if the guy thing might not would think to act rude or whatever, even if they might not would be in no rude attitude stuff, they still not living. That's not good. But whatever it is, there's some people they stitch things. So that guy was a stitch dude. They was a stitch dude, ADHD stitch dude. And all them things is Israelites for racism. So, but that guy dude knows that. But they still had to act like they's not shook or whatever. But they's not even finna be living. So they don't look in this direction or else they'd have a reaction. And now they's not sitting outside off their house thingy like they was before. They was set so tough or whatever. And now their cop guy boyfriend is not out or whatever. But the one guy is upset because the dude don't have private parts and neither do the other guy. So the one cop police don't have no private parts, so they don't want to make like they's a police officer. They would make like they's not over in that area anymore. The one police guy, because they don't have private parts. That shit is awful as fuck. Then even if somebody ever cussed that up off somebody, that mean whoever the fuck don't have no private parts, that shit is not funny or whatever. Then even if I say all this shit sound now like I'm going insane or whatever now, because the shit is not good now or whatever. Because now if one of my subscribers see the one video, they're going to get a headache or whatever. And they're going to start going insane and stuff from the one video. Because whatever things or whatever that live in the back area thing, there's whatever ADHD things, whatever stitch fuck shit things. And they made like there was a whole bunch of stitch clothes and stuff.